I didn't listen. Now the prayers don't stop, even when I'm awake. They told me the room was once used for night vigils before the church sealed it off, before the last woman who prayed there lost her voice. When I moved into the pastor's old house, I thought it was just an empty guest room, quiet, cold, and perfect for my morning prayers. But the first night I knelt there, I noticed something strange. The air was thick, like it was listening. I began to pray, softly at first, and the light flickered. The second amen echoed back, whispered by a voice that wasn't mine. I thought it was my mind playing tricks, until I heard them praying with me. Hundreds of voices, soft, layered, crying, praying the same words I spoke, but faster, desperate, like they were trying to catch up. I ran to the pastor the next morning, trembling. He didn't look surprised. He just said, "I told you not to pray there. That room doesn't lift prayers, it traps them." That night, I locked the door. I slept in the living room, but at 3:12 a.m., the prayers began again, from behind the walls. The same words I'd said, over and over, growing louder, crying, pleading, "Amen, amen." Now they pray even when I'm not inside, even when I leave the house, even when I try to sleep. And sometimes I hear my own voice among them, praying things I don't remember saying, begging for forgiveness I don't understand. I was only trying to be closer to God, but I think I found a room where God stopped listening a long time ago. To be continued. The pastor stopped answering my calls. Every time I tried to tell him what I was hearing, the line would fill with whispers, hundreds of overlapping amens, until my phone went dead. I tried ignoring the room. I stopped praying. I even moved my bed outside to the corridor. But that night, the prayers found me again. It started with a single voice, calm, familiar, mine, repeating the same prayer I used to say as a child. Then others joined in, louder, faster, until the entire house sounded like a congregation trapped inside the walls. The next morning, I went back to the room. The door was still locked, but inside I heard breathing, slow, steady, and someone whispering, "You opened the altar. Now we remember." I froze. The temperature dropped so fast my breath turned white. Then the locked door knocked back, once, twice, and on the third knock, a soft voice from inside said my full name, the way only my late mother used to say it when she prayed for me. I fell to my knees. Tears filled my eyes. "Mama?" I whispered. Silence. Then, the same motherly tone, calm, warm, and broken. "Don't pray here again, not even for me." I ran. But that night I heard her voice again, from every wall, every corner, whispering my childhood prayers like lullabies. The voices don't need me to pray anymore. Now they're praying for me. And I think they're praying for something to come through. To be continued. Last night, the prayers started calling me by name. For 3 nights, I tried not to listen, but silence doesn't exist in this house anymore. Even when I cover my ears, the whispers find another way in, through the pipes, the walls, even the water running from the tap. It's like the whole house remembers what I said in that room. I tried to move out, but the pastor came to the door before I could leave. He looked older, tired, and afraid of something behind me. I begged him to bless the house, to make it stop. He just shook his head and said, "You think it's the house, my child? It's you. You carried the prayers with you." That night, I woke up on the floor outside the locked room, my palms pressed together, lips moving on their own. I wasn't asleep, but I wasn't awake either. My mouth was praying words I didn't understand, in a language that wasn't mine. Then I heard it, from the other side of the door, my own voice whispering back the same words, perfectly synchronized. I tried to stop, but my jaw locked, my breath caught, and then the doorknob turned on its own, slowly, until it stopped halfway. The whispers went silent, and a single voice, deep, calm, and ancient, said, "The altar is open. Finish what you started." The air inside the corridor shifted, heavy and cold. I could feel something standing on the other side, waiting for me to continue the prayer I had stopped days ago. But I didn't. I ran again. Now, every night at 3:12 a.m., my mouth moves on its own. The words spill out of me, prayers I've never learned. And each time I try to stop, something knocks from the inside of that room. Once, twice, 3 times. Like it's counting down. To be continued.